Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, or the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who risking their lives and their freedom to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds or Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we're the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akalio, and this video is about the famine of the word prophecy, which is written about in the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh." So the Lord is going to bring a famine of the word, which is, as the scriptures say, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So right now the truth is being spread to the four corners of the earth by way of the prophets of Yahweh Shemeshai that the Lord set up, and that word is going out by way of the highways and byways, and the word is also going out by way of the internet via the social media, primarily the YouTube, and it's all going to be taken away very soon in due time. This prophecy is perhaps closer than we may think. Right now, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, who are the rulers of this kingdom today, and they are the wicked, they are making moves towards some very heavy censorship on social media and various different forms of media, right? It's all coming in at various different angles, and it's close, man. Okay, firstly, there's a situation with Jimmy Kimmel where, just from the news, you can see it is recent news. BBC US TV hosts back Jimmy Kimmel and lampoon Trump in free speech row. ABC hopes to bring Jimmy Kimmel back, but temperature needs to be taken down under okay, well, I guess it's titled "What Happened Behind the Scenes That Led to Kimmel's Suspension," right? So he's been suspended for some remarks that he made, okay, which this is setting a precedent for censorship overall. We all know how much of a prominent figure Jimmy Kimmel is in this world, especially regarding the media space. And Esau Edom decided to make an example of him by way of some remarks that he made to suspend him. Now, Jimmy Kimmel, he's a part of that entire system, man. Y'all know what it is on the left-hand side. And I'm not talking politically, I'm talking, by way of righteousness and wickedness, right? You have the right-hand side of Yahweh Shemeshai, which is righteous, and then the left-hand side, which is the wicked, right? And Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, that's what they are. They're the wicked, and they work with wickedness, and they have systems built on wickedness. Okay, and all of these celebrities, these influencers, these athletes, all of these people that you see prominent in society by way of, media and sport and all these kinds of things, they are all a part of that entire system. And it starts even as early as fame from being an influencer, because individuals have come out, right? People who wanted to be influencers, they have come out and have spoken about these influencer parties where, they go to them and, it seems like a normal party, but the deeper you go into it, they're making all kinds of, they're committing all kinds of different kinds of acts to really give sacrifice to that system on the left-hand side, right? And they all have to conform to it to then continue to be able to be in that space and to continue to grow their platform. And if you don't conform to it, you're pushed out and you won't ever become an influencer or be able to continue to grow and build in that space. So, Jimmy Kimmel, he's obviously a part of it given his prominence and whatever else. So they decided to make you know, an example out of him. And so it is bringing certain kinds of tension as well, because people are talking about the censorship that is coming. People are talking about their free speech being taken away, the idea of free speech, rather, all these kinds of things. Fallout grows after Jimmy Kimmel taken off air, right? Because you're going to have some people that are for it and some people that are against it. And that's something that the wicked elite of Esau Edom are doing, right? Oftentimes, they definitely, this is Esau's kingdom. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, Job chapter 9 and verse 24. So they control both sides of the narrative. It's just like the two political parties, Republican and Democrat. They control both sides of it, right? It's all the same thing, right? But they know that, well, I don't know what it is that, but they do this thing where they continuously cause friction and tension among the masses around the world. Their reasoning for it, I don't know, but they just do that. All right, maybe it's a part of their control, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But they control the narratives, right? And they push and they fuel both sides. So the whole situation in America where you see, the right and the left, now I'm talking politically, right? The right side politically and the left side politically, it is all, both sides are being stirred up, because eventually it's all going to, come to a head where, as the scriptures say in Isaiah chapter 19, let me get it, and verse 2, right? Now, this Isaiah chapter 19, when it's talking about Egypt, it's talking about America, right? America is known as spiritually Sodom and Egypt. America is also known as Babylon the Great. America has different names in the scriptures. All right, so this here is when it's talking about Egypt, it's talking about America. And it says in verse 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So this tension that is happening in America is all going to come to a head very soon, and you can see it building. Even just on the social media, you can see how people, the spirit that is going out into the world, and this spirit is, going to continue to build of chaos and dissension. And this is all intentional from Esau Edom, because they want to create chaos to bring about order. And this is what it looks like they're doing right now with this whole situation with free speech, and using this Charlie Kirk situation to perhaps put in some types of laws or something. We will have to see. All right, but it seems like this whole situation with the individual who passed, right, by way of how he passed, they're using it to bring about some certain things, and it looks like they are focusing on free speech, okay, the idea of it, and moving towards censorship, because one thing about their motto is what? Order out of chaos, or order ab chaos, and also never let a good crisis go to waste. So they're using this situation, which is an apparent crisis of sorts with the individual who passed, and now they're making moves with it. And this is something that they've been working on for a very long time. All right, time and time again has come out regarding the need for censorship on the internet, and the need for censorship online, and all these kinds of things, etc. So this famine of the word looks like it may be coming sooner than one may think. It is close. These prophecies are very close to coming past. It's not just the famine of the word, but it's all of these prophecies. Okay, and so also what just happened about 2 hours ago, I was watching a streamer, right, called Miskiff. And Miskiff, he's just, he's of my generation, you know what I'm saying, my age group, right? He's just a streamer. He's kind of just like a, social joke around kind of streamer. And Miskiff, he's extremely popular on Twitch, one of the most popular streamers on Twitch. He got banned a few hours ago, right? I was literally watching him live when he got banned, and the reason has come out for why he got banned, and they're saying he got banned because of some statements that he made regarding Charlie Kirk. As it says, Pluto tells Miskiff he got banned because of the Charlie Kirk stuff. So I don't know what Miskiff said regarding it, okay, but whatever he said, it is just further setting a precedent because he's streaming on Twitch. He's one of the most popular on Twitch, and they literally banned him while he's live streaming for some comments that he apparently made. Okay, you know, it's setting the precedent. And then while I'm reading what is going on, I found out some other information that can speak to why he got banned. So I'm not going to go to the website because it's a government website. The website is oversight.house.gov, right? And this was published, a press release on September 17th, 2025. It says, I'll read it. Chairman Comer invites CEOs of Discord, Steam, Twitch, and Reddit to testify on radicalization of online forum users. So this is all social media, right? Or, well, that's what Discord is. Discord, Twitch, Reddit, they're all social media. Steam, well, they have forums, so it can be used as an outlet for social media of sorts. All right. But it says to testify on radicalization of online forum users. It then says, Washington, today, House Oversight and Government Reform Committee Chairman James Comer, RKY, invited the chief executive officers of Discord, Steam, Twitch, and Reddit to testify at a full committee hearing on October 8th, 2025. So this hearing is to happen October 8th, 2025. Today's date is September 19th, 2025. The hearing will examine the radicalization of online forum users, including instances of open incitement to commit politically motivated acts. The politically motivated I don't even know if I can read that part, but the politically motivated ASS ending with the word nation of the Kirk dude claimed the life of a husband, father, and American patriot. In the wake of this tragedy and amid other acts of politically motivated Congress has a duty to oversee the online platforms that radicals have used to advance political violence to prevent future radicalization and violence. The CEOs of Discord, Steam, Twitch, and Reddit must appear before the Oversight Committee and explain what actions they will take to ensure their platforms are not exploited for nefarious purposes, said Chairman Comer. So this is, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I'm obviously going to stay tuned and watch. But they're starting to bring in the CEOs of these various social media platforms talking about, the radicalization of users, which is based off of, how people are able, what people are talking about on these various different social medias, from Twitch to Reddit to Discord, Steam, etc. Right? Something here is happening, man. And to me, it is all leading towards that famine of the word. All right. And do not forget that last week in Nepal, they banned all social media, which then led to riots and a sedition among men, which the scriptures in 2 Ezra chapter 15 talks about that, the sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And that literally happened, right? What is going to eventually happen, more frequently on a global scale. But they set the place, the House of Parliament, I think it was on fire, and all these kinds of things. They were protesting out there. And it looks like America is starting to make their move. Esau is starting to make a move for certain levels of censorship and all of that. So what does that mean, right? The famine of the word. Listen, we all know what it is, man. They're going to target the prophets of Yahweh Shemishai. That is dispersing the word of Yahweh Shemishai. This is their main goal. It's not about what Miskif is saying about the death of a person, or this person saying this, or what Jimmy Kimmel did or said. It's all about Esau doing things in a very sneaky, deceptive type of way to affect this truth. This is what it's all about. It's all about Yahweh Shemishai. All right, so stay tuned, man, because I'm sure there's more to come. They're making some really big moves, man, against these social platforms. All right, having these CEOs have to speak in front of Congress, right? and I read it, and you can go to the website as well, or you can even just type in the statement that I read out, because you'll find it that way. But yeah, man, this is coming. And going back to Amos chapter 8 and verse 12, it says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh, and shall not find it." So this is unto you Israelites, man. Salvation is only for the Israelites. All right. And of the Israelites, when Yahushua returns, he's only going to save a remnant, which is the elect. So there's a portion of our people that are not going to take heed to this word. And when the time comes where the famine of the word is in full effect, they're going to be seeing things happening that they heard the prophets of Yahweh Shemishai talking about, and they're going to be seeking to know the name of the Lord, but they won't be able to find it, man. That's why the scriptures say to seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call upon him while he is near. And the scriptures also say to remember thy creator in the days of thy youth, before the evil days come, etc. Right? To paraphrase, okay? Because now is the time to be repenting. Now is the time to turn to our power, Yahweh Shemishai. Okay, and this word is going to be taken away from you people very soon, man. It is very clear. They're making some big moves. All right. Banning popular streamers, banning popular influential media persons that are, well known, right? Pulling in the CEOs of these various social media platforms based on the whole idea of radicalization and violence and incitement of political, all of this kind of stuff, man. They're gonna target the word soon. So get it while it is still available. This is the warning from Yahweh Shemishai, man. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai by Shemakal Kodesh. Shalom.